Dizzy Asher.
Damn, Obi, you went crazy on this one.
Bro, I hate you, bro.
Yo, we finna watch Animal Vision comparison. You heard? Word. AB got me weak right now.
Springtails. These tiny creatures can barely see shapes because their eyes have only 8 light-sensitive cells, compared to the human eye's 100 million. Vinegar flies. These flies play an important role in science and medicine, since around 75% of human disease genes can be found in these bugs.
Slow motion, bro.
Bark beetles. Since they live inside
consider
trees,
that.
bark beetles don't need to have great eyesight. They can only distinguish blue and green objects and at a very low resolution. Houseflies. These guys reproduce so fast that in just 5 months, a colony can grow from 2 flies to 191 quadrillion. House mice. Despite being colorblind and
Yo. That's Gunna. Nigga said, yo, that's Gunna.
able to see only 2 feet, mice have perfect hearing. This helps them avoid predators.
Hell no, nigga. You think so, though? They can only see 2 feet in front of them?
It's probably a fact.
That's why they began ran over by cars. That's probably why.
Honeybees. Honeybees are excellent dancers. When they find a good source of pollen and nectar, they fly back to their hive and perform certain moves to show the other bees where it is. Locusts. A typical locust swarm can eat nearly 500 million pounds of plants every day.
What?
Don't gotta see nothing.
Old World swallowtails. These butterflies get their name from the unusual shape of their rear wings, which resemble the tail of a swallow. Sand wasps. Sand wasps have an elongated upper lip, so they look like they have beaks.
Nigga seeing honeycomb.
Jumping spiders. These guys rely on their impressive jumping abilities instead of webs to catch their prey. Brown rats. The brown rat is dominant in Europe and much of North America, making it the second most successful mammal on the planet after human beings. Oh, rats. Goldfish. If a goldfish is kept in a dark place for a while, its
That
color
makes
will
sense.
fade.
Niggas is
If it's
in
kept
water,
under
bro.
natural light, it will become brighter.
Word.
Green darners. This is one of the most recognizable dragonflies thanks to the yellow and blue bullseye mark on its head. Nilgai. The population of nilgai in India is so great that they often destroy farmland. Farmers set up fences around their fields to keep them out. Fan-tailed dunarts. The newborn babies of this species are smaller than a grain of rice. Sand lizards. Because they're cold-blooded, they need to lie in the sun and raise their body temperature in order to become active. Red deer. Adult males roar very loudly to attract females. The number of mates the deer attracts depends on how loud it can be.
I gotta be more.
Sounds like my dorm. Opossums. When opossums sense danger, they flop to the ground and exude an unusual aroma. The awful smell is enough to make predators look elsewhere for a meal. Alligators. Alligators are born male or female, depending on the temperature of the egg. If the temperature is above 93 degrees Fahrenheit, they become males. If it's below 86 degrees, they're born female. Well, that's cold. Galago.
Ain't no way, boy. Y'all heard that? About the alligators?
On the temperature of the egg. If the temperature is above 93 degrees Fahrenheit, they become males. If it's below 86 degrees, they're born female.
So that way you
Well,
could force
that's
it.
cold.
Type shit.
You could breed your
Galagos.
old, feel
The
me?
sound these primates make resembles the cry of a small child, which is why galagos is sometimes called bush babies. Elephants. They're the largest land mammals on Earth.
Look at that.
They can reach 13 feet in height
This is
and
the
weigh as much as
largest
6
land
cars,
mammal in the
but they
world,
can only
bro.
see clearly to a distance of about 25 feet. Donkeys. Wild donkeys may have been tamed by our ancestors even earlier than horses were, about 5,000 years ago.
Yo, you gotta be weak.
Cats. Cats spend 2/3 of their lives sleeping.
2/3 of their fucking life.
Harbor
Niggas is
seals.
free.
Seals can exhale 90% of the air in their lungs in every breath. That's really impressive. Humans can exchange only about 20% of the air they breathe in one go. Little owls. Little owls can be heard from several miles away on a still evening.
They
Adult
nocturnal.
little owls can perform over 20 different calls. Magellanic penguins. These beautiful birds use their wings like paddles when traveling through the water, allowing them to reach a speed of more than 15 miles per hour. Great horned owls. The huge yellow eyes of these birds are unable to move. Instead, the owls have to
What?
rotate their heads to look
I
around.
never
They
knew
have a
that.
270-degree field of
I
view.
never knew their
Shit
eyes
not like
do
a
not
ball,
move.
shit like
Quails.
a school.
The
That
ancient
shit-
Egyptians used a hieroglyph depicting a quail. It signified an ooh sound.
Join large-scale
fucking
battles with
site
military
was that,
vehicles.
bro?
The
You see
online
that
action
shit?
game
Nah,
War
I did
Thunder
it.
has received a major update.
What the fuck is bro
Reed
seeing?
buntings.
Hold on.
If a predator,
The quail.
quails.
Yeah.
The ancient
Look at that
Egyptians
shit,
used a
bro.
hieroglyph
Yeah.
depicting a
You
quail.
basically blind,
It
bro.
signified an ooh sound. Reed buntings. If a predator comes too close to its nest,
That makes-
the bird will pretend to be injured in an attempt to draw attention away from its hiding place. Tawny owls. You can easily fool tawny owls into thinking you're one of them by blowing through cupped hands. More than 90% of males will believe you and respond to your call. Chickens.
Hey, yo.
Chickens are the closest living relative to the T-Rex, though
What?
perhaps they're not quite as scary.
You never heard that before?
Barn owls. Their ears are not symmetrical, which makes them unsurpassed hunters. The left ear is at the level of the forehead, and the right is at the level of the owl's nostrils.
Bro, that's like
Horses. The left ear is at
The left ear is at the level of the forehead.
could be like right here.
The
Nostril.
right is at the nostril. Bro, what the fuck?
That shit say make them hear better though.
So what? It's an opening at their nose?
Nah, at their ears, it's just a little hole, nigga.
I'm saying, but the one at the nostril.
Shit is he probably saying at nostril level, so it's over here just down.
Oh,
Type shit,
okay.
that's what I-
So at the side of the head and at the top of his head.
Type shit.
Okay.
the level of the forehead, and the right is at the level of the owl's nostrils. Horses. It's hard to believe, but the ancestors
Stupid
of
ass.
horses were the size of an average
Nigga.
dog.
That's nose,
They-
bro.
That shit is like the old top football helmets.
I'm crying.
Shits with the split in the middle. Nigga, when I first started, I had one of those. Matter of fact, I'm lying. I never had one of those, but I,
don't
put
even
one
know what
on
you're talking
before.
about.
Bro, the face mask
Mhm.
will be fucking. It's a line in the middle, bro.
No.
Should I find that shit? Let's see.
You just showing regular shit.
Where this shit at? See, that's how old it is, bro. They not even showing it. Some shit like this.
Nah.
You feel me?
That
Let
should
me
go
see.
all the way up the mask.
Huh?
That should go all the way up the shit. Like
Yeah. So you see it fucking blind. Let me see some shit. This shit right here. This is shit. This how the fucking horses look, nigga. Oh God. But fuck that. Let's
yeah,
get
they
back.
had to improve that, bro. Cause the nigga still was wearing those, bro.
Bro, you gonna like that shit give you a headache. Like imagine getting hit in your head and then you gotta see.
Nigga said he used to have one of those on the field.
No, I never did, but I put one on before though. I never had one. I had a Rydell face mask. Word.
They lived in the dense forest that covered our planet 50 million years ago.
See that fire?
Yellow hammers. This bird is often called a scribble lark because its eggs have unique scribble-like markings. Dogs. Dogs have developed color vision, but it's not as good as humans. They perceive red and orange colors poorly, but they're better at distinguishing shades of gray. Pigeons. You've probably never seen a pigeon
Hey.
chick. Why? Because juvenile pigeons don't emerge from their mom's nest until they look like adults. Blue jays.
Bro,
They imitate
I saw them, bro. I was at the train station, bro. It was up there. The mom had a nest there. They all look like the adult pigeons, just smaller.
Them shits was probably
You feel
grown a
me?
little bit. The
Yeah,
colors of the
they-
wings and all I was just saying.
Shit was black.
Hand me the
feel me?
wings, the feathers.
Yeah, there was gray and black. Same shit.
the cries of hawks, possibly to warn other jays about the birds of prey being nearby. But it may also be because they're trying to scare rivals away from a food source. Peacocks. Peacocks are one of the largest flying birds in the world. They have a wingspan of nearly 5 feet,
Wow.
which is about the size of a refrigerator, and a tail that makes up 60% of their body length. Fieldfares. These birds have a unique defense strategy. They rush down on their enemies and spray them with their droppings. Their goal is to glue their rivals' wings together and make it
That's
impossible for them
fucked
to
up,
fly.
bro.
I just can't say anymore.
Imagine that, bro. How can I compare that? Imagine you going to the supermarket, nigga. You finna buy some chicken. But in order for you to get that chicken, you gotta take a shit on it and glue it
yeah.
together, bro.
Except glue that shit up so it can't run from you.
Yo, that's crazy.
Common blackbirds. A female blackbird is a real hard worker. They do most of the work when it comes to making a nest, and building a home for them is no easy task.
They ain't never fucking lie, bro.
Nah.
You know what they said, nigga? Female blackbird is the hardest worker. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out on my black woman. Feel
Shout
me?
out all the blackbirds. You hear?
Feel me? Y'all be working hard and shit. And it is hard for y'all to make the nest and all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Female blackbird is a real hard worker. They do most of the work when it comes to making a nest, and building a
Male
home for them
blackbirds
is
don't
no
do
easy
shit.
task. It can take them up to 14 days to finish. Chaffinches. In Belgium, there is a traditional sport called vinkensetting, which involves counting the number of calls made in an hour by 2 or more competing chaffinches. That is exciting. Giraffes. A giraffe's neck is long enough to help it reach food at the top of trees, but it's too short to reach the ground. That's why they have to spread their front legs when they drink.
Which is fucking retarded.
Sacred kingfishers. Despite their name, the kingfisher seldom eats fish. Its diet consists mainly of insects and small animals. Eurasian jays. This bird is unbelievably clever. It can mimic a broad range of sounds, including a human voice. Capuchin monkeys. Capuchin monkeys are capable of learning how to use tools like stones or sticks. Once, some of them were even trained to use money. Eurasian magpies. These guys are among the most intelligent birds out there. They have one of the largest brain sizes in comparison to their bodies. Laughing kookaburras. The laughing kookaburra got its name because of its laughter-like call. Crab-eating macaques. The name speaks for itself. These monkeys are often seen on beaches trying to catch some crabs. Chimpanzees.
I'm not even gonna say
These
it.
monkeys not only have great perception, they can also learn up to 800 signs in order to interact with people. Humans. Their eyes can distinguish 10 million different colors. They can also detect a burning candle from almost 2 miles away. The human eye also contains extremely fast muscles that help them to focus on objects in a fraction of a second.
That's true.
American kestrels. This is the smallest falcon found in North America. Besides having great eyesight, this bird can see ultraviolet light. Brown falcons. Studies show that the vision of a brown falcon is 8 times better than our own. These birds can spot small prey from nearly 2 miles away, and
I
they can
wish I
catch it
had
in just a
bird
few
sight,
seconds
bro.
at a
8
speed of
times?
240 miles per hour.
240?
Serpent eagles. Despite
Hey,
having eyes
man.
about the
I'm not trying to say, wait, what bird was that, bro? I ain't trying to say I'm a brown falcon, but hey,
Nigga,
I did goddamn 240 and a goddamn Sportage, man.
what bird? Word. Word.
I'm a goddamn.
serpent eagles. Despite having eyes about the same size as humans, eagles have 5 times as many light-sensitive cells inside each retina. Wedge-tail eagles. With the biggest wingspan of any eagle, these birds can fly almost effortlessly for hours on end at a height of almost 6,000 feet above the
See why
ground.
birds is my
They also
favorite
have the
animal,
best
bro?
eyesight of any animal on Earth. You rarely see them
You
wearing
see why,
glasses.
bro? That was great. I love animals. I love animals. I ain't gonna lie. Dog, my favorite domestic animal. Bird as well, because they could be domestic too. Favorite wild animal? Fucking birds. What's another favorite wild animal?
Now you're disrespectful, bro. You don't got no other
Nah.
favorite domesticated animals, bro. That you want me to say here?
Nah, I don't. Nah, dogs and birds. Dogs and birds are the only domesticated animals I like. You know, felines. Not too shabby about them. What the fuck is that?
Pass him.
What the fuck is that?
Me my ear.
Uh,
Now watch your mouth. Dogs care.
yeah.
Belly.
Feel me? He can have that. That's fine.
Where the other one, bro? He over there too? Nigga hot in her dirt.
Whatever. I like birds. He clearly likes cats, domestic and wild, right?
You could say that.
What's your other wild animal that you like?
Nah, yeah, you could give it to the big cat to her.
You see, this nigga is just a cat, bro. Fucking out of
I'm
here,
a
bro.
catty and you're a bird.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.